So I don't know what's going on. So hold on. Let me just play this.
Will it be someone like a Bernie? So I'm willing to listen to a Democrat, a Republican, who in 2028 will deliver on this agenda. Will it be someone like a Bernie Sanders? Will it be a progressive Democrat who is not anti-white?
So for me, I'm done with politicians. I trust them with nothing. I'm going to keep it real. I probably may never vote again until we remove the occupation from our government. I don't know how I can vote because I just feel like, well, we're never going to get anything because if Israel needs something, it comes first. And I know some people would think like, that's delusional. Is it though? Is it though? You know, Pat Buchanan's been calling out Israel since the 1980s. Late 80s, early 90s. This is a cancer. Okay. So anyway, but this clip is not about that. This is this guy, what is his name? Brandon Tatum, who keeps crashing out. And I am so here for it because I said it, I commented, I said, listen, I love the low IQ behavior because guess what? You always bring me more material. Yes, he does. So in this one, he's captioning what niggas saying. Now, why would you just, now here's the thing. For people who are in the voting, yeah, you don't have to commit to, I must always vote Republican no matter what. They don't do anything for me, but I must always vote Republican no matter what. What? So he's talking some more stupidity. He will vote for a Democrat as long as they oppose Israel. Yeah, because it apparently takes balls to do so because Trump doesn't do it. As if that's even a big issue compared to all the other crap in our country. Compared to all the crap, all the other crap our country is concerned about, we will never have a perfect candidate. Trump is the best we've got, but this nut job is only worried about Israel, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, when you know the history, I mean, you know, these people do whatever to get what they want. Nobody can stand up to them. The one person who did stand up to him, he had his head blasted over his wife's dress. And then his brother was preemptively blasted. Please. So, and I just, I was like, thank you for the material. I was like, thanks for the material. Your low IQ behavior has really awakened my channel, and I have no problem admitting that. By the way, guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you to every eye that lands on this video. What else is he saying? When you're a Terry working out of a hospital, you can no longer expect not to be a target. I am not allowed to show you the pictures that came out of that hospital that they bombed. They double tapped the hospital yesterday. Israel, bunch of bloody children, bloody people, just dead, just dead. It's disgusting. You have to be pretty sick to defend something like that. And I'm going to drag you every chance. I don't care how many hundreds of thousands views you get. One of these videos is going to hit, and they're going to get 500,000 on these videos. And he's going to know that I'm dragging him. He knows I'm dragging him. I don't care. It's disgusting. Absolutely pathetic. That's what happened the other day in Gaza. These Terrys operate from every hospital. I know there's a Terry everywhere for you. From every hospital in Gaza. Every hospital. That's the last hospital. There's no hospitals with connected tunnels. There's no tunnels. Never seen them. It's the Terry's fault. I know. Myron Gaines keep trying to, debate him or something. Israel is a terrorist state, and this is what Tatum defends every day. They kill the aid workers and stuff like that. It's unfortunate. I hate to see it happen, but I understand why it's happening. And it's all Terry's fault. If you commit atrocities, man, get out of here. Get out of here. And so now, also, Nick was obviously talking about white people being justified and being racist or whatever. What a racist weirdo. When meanwhile, he talks dirty about black people. I'm talking about Brandon Tatum.
White people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified. And you want to know why? Because we see what happens. And nobody is under any obligation due to liberal ideology to put themselves in harm's way.
It's true. Okay, man.
If you're a white person and you're going to work or going to the ball game or going to the city at night, you don't want to enter into the terror dome where you're suddenly in a sudden death match. You're like in the gulag in Call of Duty fighting for your life all of a sudden because you got on the wrong train car. Because a car full of black people pulled up on you by the bus stop. You turn and you walk the other way. You avoid their neighborhoods. You avoid going out on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend at night in certain places. When you see them, you start walking in the other direction. And we are every bit justified because we see what's going on and we don't want to die. It's that simple. That's pattern recognition. That's not racism. That's pattern recognition. That's one. And two, I really hope, because I'm rooting for black people, like I'm rooting for humanity. I'm rooting for everybody to be safe and to be healthy and to be happy. I really hope that somewhere out there, although I'm not optimistic, black people are starting to develop some sense of self-awareness. Where's the shame? Aren't you people ashamed? When I see these clips of the graduation ceremonies where they're twerking on stage and dancing, when I see these videos of the black cheerleaders on the basketball court brawling it out, when I see the Carmelo Anthony, and not only that, but then they raise $500,000 for him and then they get a public defender. When I see that video of a black security guard rifling through the pockets of an unconscious white guy that got his ass kicked, and the list goes on and on and on. You have to ask.
And it does, and it does. And I don't want to make you. I mean, we be here forever. What did he say that's so racist too? By the way, he said he's rooting for black people, that they are waking up and having an awareness of what's going on. Now, let me tell you, he didn't say anything that people do not say. Black folk don't say themselves, like actual, black folk who are doing things with themselves, and they say the same thing. They don't go to certain neighborhoods. They don't. What is wrong? They avoid. Yes, they do. We say the same things. It's so true, right? Where is the shame? All these kids twerking and stuff. I see all this twerking at baby parties and stuff like that in front of the children. First of all, it's almost sexual abuse to let your kids see things. Like, it's just weird, right? What's he saying? It's so weird, racist. Meanwhile, he's saying he's rooting for them. He doesn't think that it's going to change, and neither do I. Why is that racist? What's so racist? So why should they go around people they don't want to be around? Why? We all know this is true. We all talk about this. Brandon Tatum is just big. He's paid to do. Nobody cares. What's something else he said too? Yeah, like you see, and now he's getting dragged. I don't know how much they paying him to take his career and literally run it through the grinder, but I'm here for it. So anyway, and then Evan Kilgore says, can you address what he said? If a black conservative were to say exactly what Nick did, everyone would be clapping their hands. It was just so true. This dummy. There's a difference. There a difference. Come on, man. Speak English. Between someone addressing issues in the black community who actually lived in the community versus someone who generalized black people as if this is most black people. But he never said it was most. He never said it was all. But we don't have time for not all. You gotta take chances. Now I do not at all advise people to take chances. If you see me and you want to cross the street, please go ahead and cross the street. I don't care. I don't take chances. And so he said, this is you. Remember, we did talk about this. Did you watch the video? Yeah, everybody watched the video. But I watched it. You said he was right. I watched it and I watched you. This is something the prophet or you not address anything he said. You played dumb, pretending not to know that he was speaking in generalizations, not in absolutes. And I read the comments, 99% of which were completely agreeing with Nick. Richard Cooper said, and you were a bitch when you declined my podcast. Why don't you call him a liar? Exactly. Bro been begging Nick replied so hard it's comical. I know. And Nick did come and say typical. Yeah, he did give him a typical. And I'm just like, I don't know why he did that because you know, it's just gonna give him more, importance. He's not important. I mean, like, look, he's just getting dragged. He's getting dragged. There's not a single person who believes him. It is going full woke. Full woke. To the whole. Okay, so I don't know why Brandon keeps doing this, or how much they're paying him for it, or whatever. But I am here to dismantle it. I don't care. These people are fraud. This is what I mean. So this is what I mean. You are a shill. So because you're a shill for Israel, you have to automatically be in the go against Nick Fuentes. Go against reality. Everything he said, you would agree with, but you don't agree with it because he's against Israel. So this is why these paid shills, we cannot listen to them anymore. So now reality means nothing. He just has to do the right. He just has to do what he's told to do. I might as well watch CNN for that. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.